like, oh, well, that should have gone to a customer who would keep it forever. But I mean, these objects, they don't last forever anyway, and we're not going to be living forever. At some point you might need to sell your bags, right? Does that mean you should get banned from Hermes? Like, I don't think so, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. So today I wanted to discuss a topic that I was inspired to talk about from one of my subbies, so thank you for the inspiration. I got to talking to a lot of you guys through my vlog sale, because you guys kind of messaged me about buying some of my items, and thank you so much to everyone who purchased in my vlog sale, because yes, I'm almost sold out of everything except my Telfar bag, so that was a pretty, I was quite surprised actually, everything sold, but I guess I did try and price everything pretty at good deals, I guess. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy everything, and I'm going to send it out early this week. And anyways, I got to talking to some of you guys, and one of you asked me a really interesting question, and I'll keep the person anonymous, but they were offered a few years ago a super rare Birkin from Hermes, and this is one of those Birkins that could resell for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? They were offered this bag, and they've come into the situation now where they do need like a big sum of money to put towards something else in their life, and selling this Birkin would really give them a huge amount of money to put towards this thing. However, they asked me if I think their sales associate would get angry if they resold their Birkin, because this is one of those Birkins, and I'll put like another very rare, it's not actually this Birkin, but one of those like very rare Birkins, right? They don't come by too often, particularly if you see one in your country. It's easy to maybe link up the customer who bought it, and particularly if Hermes is scouring the secondhand market and seeing where these bags are going, they might find out that she was the one who resold this Birkin, and they might get angry. And I think in terms of offending the SA, I think at the end of the day, the SA is there to build a relationship with you so they can obviously meet their sales targets and make money. And if they see that you're not, you want to sell on a bag, I don't think they'll be angry at you, to be honest, because it's your own money and bag and everything. So I think on a personal level, I don't think the sales associate would be angry. Although, to be a sales associate and to be able to unlock these very exclusive bags for their clients, they do sometimes have to fight for the client to be able to secure these items. And then I guess for the client to then just sell it off, I guess, yeah, it might make them a bit bitter, but I mean, if I was a sales associate, I have been a sales associate, not at Hermes, and I offered a special bag to somebody, and then a few years later they didn't want it anymore, I wouldn't necessarily take it personally or get offended that they sold it, because it's their money, it's whatever, and things happen. It's quite common actually in, I think, the handbags market. People often do buy and sell bags, so it's not out of the ordinary for you to then go on and sell it. And especially when, a lot of people with these Birkins, they say that they're investments, like if you wanted to sell it in the future, you can make so much money. So then why should you be then surprised that then someone would go and sell it, I think at the end of the day, you should be able to just buy and sell whatever you want. However, I know that Hermes as a brand, if they can kind of instigate whoever they want to sell to, right? Because it's their own business. But one of their policies is if you do get offered a bag from them and then you, shortly after resell it for a profit, they could potentially ban you from being offered any more bags in the future. And I think it's even if you resell like a lipstick, like anything, if they catch you reselling anything, they will not offer you anything else in the future. I think they will still sell to you other things, they'll just won't sell to you bags anymore, and you'll be on this kind of like block list, which is a little intimidating, I will say. It feels like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble from Hermes. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do get blocked from Hermes because there is a lot of people who do resell the bags because they can make money from them. And especially a bag of this caliber where you can flip it for maybe double, triple the profit or whatever. There's a lot of money to be made there. So that could, in a way, make Hermes as a brand angry, and they don't want you to be there customer as much anymore. I don't know, guys. I'm going to say it's probably a case-by-case scenario too. If you've been a very loyal customer for many years and you've given them a lot of money, I don't think they'd also want to cut that relationship off either, because at the end of the day, they're a business and it does come down to money. And it's the same with the sales associate. If you are still shopping with that sales associate and giving them money, and well, not necessarily giving them money, but buying things off them, jewelry, scarves, like those really hard to sell categories, which if they do sell those more challenging categories, they will earn more commission. If you are kind of buying those things off them time and time again, well then, yeah, they're probably going to want to keep you as a client and they will probably still reward you with bags. But yeah, there is, that thing that people say that Hermes will block you if you resell a bag. So should you resell the bag? Well, I don't know, guys. I think it depends how you go about it. Obviously, if you don't get caught reselling, then I guess it's fine, right? But if you kind of sell it in your local area or something like that, it might be a bit more obvious, right? But I mean, it happens all the time. I see, I work in a consignment store currently, and I always see box fresh things come in. Yeah, it's very common. You always see on the secondhand market box fresh bags. And relentlessly, and it's like the same people are getting these bags. So I guess if they do it in a sneaky way and don't get caught, then it should be totally fine, right? So I guess if you wanted to be sneaky, yeah, you got to be smart about it. Maybe do it on the down low. But when it comes to dodging being blocked from Hermes, that could be, it's just a bit of a gamble, I guess, with that. But if you're worried about, I guess, the sales associate's feelings, offending them on a personal level, I think that will be okay about that. I don't think sales associates necessarily mind what you do with your personal things, as long as you're still, they're still doing business with you, right? I guess it just depends if you get caught, right? So anyways, guys, do you think you should resell a bag that you got from the store? And especially if it's a bag of this caliber, should you be a bit wary about reselling it? And how would you go about it? Because it is a lot of money at the end of the day. And if you are in a certain financial difficulty and then you just have hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting there, I can kind of sympathize with somebody wanting to sell that bag to get the hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I don't know, guys, what do you think? I guess, yeah, you could also look at it as like, oh, well, that should have gone to a customer who would keep it forever. But I mean, these objects, they don't last forever anyway, and we're not going to be living forever. At some point, you might need to sell your bags, right? Does that mean you should get banned from Hermes? Like, I don't think so, guys. But anyways, let me know what you think about this topic as well. Bit of a blabby video today, and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!